Ethnocentrism is the view to regard one's culture and the best and better than those of others.
Xenocentrism is the idea that what is foreign is the best and that one lifestyle, product, or idea are inferior to others.
Cultural shock. When the cultural values and norms of behavior are internalized by an individual in the socialization process, one behaves in accordance with an expectation of his and her culture. Cultural change may come from many sources, but most of them comes through contact with other culture, invention, and internal adjustment of culture. The changes in our society during this pandemic, as many countries are lockdowns, they have also reportedly have been denied government aid, pumping calls for all governments. To ensure the indigenous rights are respectively and adequate resources are allocated in indigenous community throughout the COVID-19 crisis. So some cultural and creative sections, such as online content platforms, had profit from increased demand for cultural content streaming during lockdowns. But the benefits from this extra demand have larger occurred to the larger firms in the industry. Xenocentrism have a negative impact in the identity of others, relation to culture. As you can see, xenocentrism have a major problem when it occurs in that those people trapped in our country this pandemic, they experience the cultural shock and cultural changes. Because they will be needed to learn about their culture and they needed to adjust. A lot of people experiencing it right now because of COVID-19 pandemic. Ways has changed since coronavirus staff declared the virus as a pandemic. COVID-19 has completely changed life and also cultural changes. After every major crisis, humanity is forced to identify those weaknesses and evolve accordingly. First, we have the work of employment, more on automation. Ordering online has become the lifeline both for customers looking for products. Work can be at home by Zoom meetings, appointments, and so on. Work and job staffing increasing, work from home options. The pandemic forced individually and businesses around the world to hit the working remotely using the multiple services such as Zoom, Skype, Slack, and Microsoft Office and G Suite application healthcare. There has been an explosion of mental health issues during this pandemic. For isolation and transition back to normal life, work is travel, strictly precautions. The pandemic spread effectively because of the degrees of globalization of ease and travel can also change in our society. While travel restrictions are now particularly stringent, and while precautions like partial capacity flight may be financially unsustainable in a long term, and inventions like encouraging universal masking are the simple precautions to minimize the easy spread of disease. Fourth is the education. Education is the virtual curriculum will grow. Education system in the society have been changed, hit by the particularly hard due pandemic, with home, school, and virtual curriculum options. In a global and company study, over 40% of people who are working from home said their mental health has declined since the COVID-19 outbreak, which may reduce productivity and result in employee turnover. Because of the COVID-19 pandemic, there's a lot of things had changed in our society.